I run a gym. A man signed up 3 years ago and comes every single day. He's never once worked out. I finally asked what he does here for 2 hours, and I'll never charge him again. I've owned this gym for 11 years. I've seen every type of person walk through those doors. The resolution crowd in January, the bodybuilders who live here, the physical therapy patients rebuilding themselves. But Gerald was different. He's in his mid-60s, gray hair, worn jacket, same routine every single day. He scans his membership card at 6 a.m. He pours himself a cup of coffee. He sits in the leather armchair by the window. He reads his newspaper. Exactly 2 hours. Then he folds the paper, stands up, and leaves. For 3 years, I watched this ritual. He never touched a treadmill, never picked up a weight, never asked about classes or trainers. He just sat there. $40 a month, $1,440 over 3 years, for a chair and coffee. Finally, curiosity won. One morning, I poured myself a cup and sat across from him. Gerald, I have to ask, you've been a member for 3 years and I've never seen you work out. Why do you come here? He didn't seem offended. He folded his newspaper carefully, set it on his knee. I'm not here to exercise. He looked out the window. My wife, Margaret, has Alzheimer's. Severe. She's been in assisted living for 4 years now. He paused. Visiting hours start at 8. I wake up at 5 because I can't sleep anymore. The house is too quiet without her. He took a sip of coffee. For the first year, I would drive to the facility and sit in my car in the parking lot, waiting, sometimes for 2 hours. In the winter, I'd run the engine for heat until I worried about the gas. He looked at me. Then I found your gym. It opens early. It's warm. There's coffee. And there are people. He gestured toward the weight floor. I hear them talking, laughing, complaining about their days. It's just background noise, but it fills the silence. His voice was steady, not sad, just factual. At 7:55, I fold my paper. I drive 10 minutes. I'm always the first person at her door when they unlock it at 8. He smiled slightly. Your gym isn't a fitness center to me. It's my waiting room for the rest of my life. I didn't know what to say. I swallowed the lump in my throat. Gerald, your membership is free. Permanently. Please. He shook his head immediately. No, it's the least I can do. I pay because paying makes me a member. Being a member gives me the right to belong here. He straightened in his chair. I'm not a charity case. I'm not a sad story. I'm a man who needs a chair, a coffee, and people around me while I wait. That is easily worth $40. His dignity was absolute. I didn't argue. I couldn't. Instead, I quietly upgraded his account to premium. Unlimited coffee. No charge. He never noticed the change. Or maybe he did and chose not to mention it. His chair became unofficially reserved. The worn leather armchair in the corner by the window. Our regular members learn not to sit there. When a new member tries, someone always intervenes. Gently. That's Gerald's chair. He'll be gone by 8. Nobody explains why. Gerald doesn't need them to. They just know he belongs there. Some mornings, I watch him from across the room. Newspaper open. Coffee cooling. Eyes occasionally drifting toward the window. Waiting. Always waiting. For 8 o'clock. For Margaret. For whatever time they have left. I used to measure success by membership numbers, revenue, equipment upgrades. Now I measure it differently. I measure it by the man in the corner chair who found something here that has nothing to do with fitness, warmth, routine, the quiet dignity of belonging somewhere.